Alright, the joys of removing freeze plugs. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. We'll see if we get a little lucky here today. So sometimes if you push them in, you get lucky and they'll come back out. This one ain't gotta do that. This one will. Get it just right. And voila. This one's just a little bit more trickier. Well, good morning everybody. Back at the old 350 project for orange peel. Next up I gotta get this gear off. I made a tool. I think I was in high school yet when I made this. And that slips on there like so. It'd be easier if I had two hands to do this. So it slips on there like that, grabs the bottom of the gear. And I take my puller and pull it off. So we'll do that next. And that horrible sound you're hearing in the background is actually my parts washer. I got the block in there cleaning. Let's see what this looks like real quick. A little steamy, a little hot, but she's coming clean. So far so good there. Put that back on. Cadillac motor still sitting here, haven't gotten the other one yet. Sometime this weekend I'm told. So once that gets here we'll blow that apart. I need to clean my workbench off and then keep cleaning parts. So that's where we're at. Alright. Got the block out of the hot tank. Everything's nice and clean. I went and I cleaned up all the bores for the journals. I take a file and I just notch down these sharp corners. You know, just kind of clean this all up. All the way down. So that's done. Right now I'm knocking the cam bearings out. I got the first two out already. And they weren't bad. I could have left them in there, but since I have a set laying here and I'm in this far, might as well just do it. So this is the tool for taking them out. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this with one hand, but just slide it in here until it gets to the bearing, like so. Then you hold a wrench on this side. Now what this does, it expands that tool in there, so it just grabs the bearing. So I got it up tight, and then right about there is snuggish. Get the wrench out of there. There again, don't know how I'm going to do this with one hand, so we'll try this. Yes, isn't going to work, is it? You might be able to see. Well, maybe not. Should have thought about this before I did this. Alright, so it's in there tight, like so. Usually there's a cone that goes there to center it, but we're just knocking them out, so I'm not too worried about having it centered. Just like that. Back it up a little, we'll put the wrench back on there. Couple turns, wrench off, and there we go. One more bearing. There is a oil hole The middle ones only have one. The front one usually has two, and depending on the back one, sometimes it'll have one or two. You always got to note where that oil hole is before you take them out. Usually in a small black Chevy, they're, at this angle, and then the front one's usually that angle, and there's the other holes in the top. As long as you keep them in order. Sometimes there'll be different sizes depending on the engine. I think Ford runs a bigger one in the front or something weird like that, or I don't remember. It's been a while. Try not to play with Fords too much. So I'll knock this next one out, bring you back when more excitement comes. But I got all the freeze plugs knocked out. Block is pretty much cleaned up. Even this side, you can't see nothing. So I'll knock the rest of these out and bring you back when something fun happens.